Alright, so we're gonna go over how to do regression lines and residual plots for data on Microsoft Excel. Unfortunately, Google Sheets can't do most of this, so it's just gonna be Microsoft Excel today. Here we have all of our data plotted out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna select it, and then what you're going to want to do is click Insert, and you're going to scroll to Charts. You're going to pick Scatter. You're going to click the first option, and then it's going to give you this, and you want to have a regression line, so you're going to go find that option with the regression line of best fit. Right there, it's going to give you your equation for the slope of the regression line. I'm just going to move that out of the way, and then it's also going to give you your R squared value. And from here, what you're going to want to do to get more values is you're going to go to Insert, and you're going to scroll all the way to the end to where it says Add-ins, and you're going to go to See All, and it's going to show you a bunch of add-ins. And what you're going to want to scroll quite a bit because it's kind of far in, but you're looking for the add-on called Excel Minor Analysis Toolpack. Because what this is going to allow you to do, see, I already have it, so it's in my add-ins, but it allows you to do a lot of stuff for stats. Here we want a linear regression, so we're going to input our Y range. For some reason, I put in A. That's not the Y range, that's the X. I realize that. Here we go. We're going to fix it. So you're going to put in B1 through B41. And then that'll be your Y range. And then you're going to want to put in your X range, which is A1 through 41. Again, it's 41 because that's how many points of data we have. You're going to want to turn off the confidence level. And then your output range. If you just put down D, it won't do anything because you want it, like, say you wanted to column D. You have to do, like, D1 through a certain interval, so I just did D1 through D10. And then once you do that, it'll give you all of your data where you want it. So here's all your outputs. It's going to move the chart out of the way, but here's all the outputs you get. It gives you a lot. You gotta kind of have to know what you're looking for. But here you have, there's your R value, there's your R square, or your R value, sorry. Multiple R just because you have multiple data, so your R value is that, and then your R squared up here is not accurate. You're going to want to use the one from the chart, or not from the chart, from the graph. That one is the actual R squared value. That one's from the adjusted R value, so it's the adjusted R squared value is not correct. So I'm just going to expand that so you can see, but there's what you have right there. So your R is your multiple R. It's just labeled weird. Kind of have to deal with it. Here it shows you what you need to know. So you're going to want to look where it says intercept, and then there's your coefficient, your standard error, your t-value, and your p-value. So that right there on the intercept line is your p-value. Here we're going to go over how to find residuals. So here's our equation from the regression line from before. What you're going to want to do is type in equals, because that's how Excel knows it's a regression, or it's a function, so it can do all the math. So you're going to put in 0.0034. An asterisk is what you're going to put in for multiply. Again, that's just how it reads it. And then you're going to want to put in A1 through A41 because there's 41 data points, and then minus 5.1512. And then click enter, and in C you're going to have all of your those are your predicted values. And so residual is actual minus predicted. So in column D you're going to want to type in, again, equals, so it knows that it's dealing with the function. And you're going to want to put in B1 through B41, and then minus C1 through C41. It might look easier to just click on B and then minus column C, but what that's going to do is it's actually going to do it for an infinite amount of rows, and so that's going to throw off your graphs later. So here what you're going to want to do is select your data, right? Those are your residuals. Don't do what I just did. Select your data right there, and then go to insert, and then again back to charts. Let's do a histogram to see if we have any outliers. Don't know why it's not loading, but you're gonna want to use that first histogram. Click on it, and right there you can see we have one clear outlier right around 50. I'm not gonna get rid of it right now, but you can know that that's your outlier right there, 53. So you can get rid of that before you do the scatter plot of your residuals, but just for the sake of this video, I'm not going to do that step right now. You're going to want to go in and you're going to go back to selecting all your data, because those are your residuals. So you're going to select your residuals, and then you're going to go back to insert and charts, and then you're going to do the scatter plot, and here you go. Here you have a scatter plot of your residuals. Again, there's your outlier. So remove that before you plot your scatter plot. Now let's do a box plot. Unfortunately, there's no horizontal box plot. There's only a vertical, but you're going to want to select your data, go into insert, and insert a chart. Go to box and whisker, pick the first option, and then you're going to want to go into layouts, and you're going to want to pick the one with all of the numbers, because what the numbers do is they tell you all of your quartiles, and this also shows more outliers. It's more accurate than a histogram. So yeah, hope this helps.